Hello and welcome to By the Numbers. I'm FM Tahiti. We're here with Belfast Celtic, and hopefully you're doing better than we're doing, whatever you're doing, life or FM. We kind of reached the midway point of the season, so I said I was going to do fewer updates for this one. It's just they've also been few and far between because I haven't had much opportunity to play at the moment. But we have played some games. So I think the last video was when we had the final, which didn't go particularly well. And if you look at the schedule, you can kind of see a gradual shift in results. So here's the final where we lost 5-3. I'm shaming that. We lost 4-1 to Linfield, then Larne beat us 7-0, which was horrific. We lost 2-1, then we lost 4-0. So a bit of a decline. So after that really good start, after 19 games, we got 21 points. Hopefully going to turn it around. So we're going to play Lorraine, who are 9th down here. So it's a good opportunity to a bit of a distance between us and the other teams down there are 19 points. It's not a huge gap anymore. All the kind of optimism at the start of the season seems to have disappeared a little bit. We need to make a few changes because we've got 3 suspensions to try and deal with there. Williamson, Byrne and Hughes. Yeah, let's get Edgar on down there. Byrne, I'm going to put on there instead. Shane Hill's going to go in. These two. Need some more options there, so it's probably going to be Scott Smith. And yes, Jeff Wright. Go in there, I'll do it. No, Thomas Heron really should be in, shouldn't he? There we go. It's alright, let's give this a go. We've got a few tired players here, but we don't want to change too much of the team because we've had to already make a couple of subs there. Sticking with this battering ram kind of formation at the moment, we might gradually need to move into something more finessed. In my Tahiti save, I've got something that looks a little bit more normal going on. And if it works in Tahiti, I might try and use it in this one. But it's inspired by the tactic I used in FM12 with my network save against my brother. It's a little bit different from kind of hoof and rush approach, but there's still some hoofing in it. It's an option if things aren't going well. We've also got my Leipzig tactic from the blog I do, which has kind of got the diamond, but the wide diamond, but with less instructions. So it might be easier for the team to deal with. But we'll see. We'll try and stick with this. Give this most of the season unless we hit a really horrible run of form. Like if this goes on for, rather than 4 or 5 games, if our losing streak hits the kind of 10 game, it will have to make some subs. If we end up in the some changes. If we end up in the relegation zone, we're going to have to make changes. What have I got it on? Got it extended because I got it extended for the last Tahiti game. Good save there. It's an interesting one, isn't it? Throughout this season, I felt reasonably pleased with how we started and some of the talent on the field, but it's fallen apart, and it's part just because the gap is still massive between us and other sides in what they can offer and general standard of players. We got beaten 7-0 by Larne. Says something. Oh, McGee nips in. I feel like that might be a soft penalty considering where he was. We'll take it there. Go on, McGee. Eddie Gregg. In it goes. 3rd goal of the season. He was one of the favourites to be top goal scorer at the start of the season, even though he spent most of the first half of the season, the first third anyway, injured. He's only just coming back to fitness. That's confidence, isn't it? Corner back across. Devlin. Oh, McGee leathered that one. That would have been a nice goal. Callion goes in. Edgar gets it across to McGee. Oh, I think McGee should have tried that one on his own then. Breezy 7 degrees. I wish it was a breezy 7 degrees. Hill. Back to Edgar. McLaughlin picks that one up. McLaughlin's on because of an injury to Ronnie McDonald. If he plays well, he can stay on, but I'm just not that confident in him. But to be honest, I've done quite badly picking out keepers in this version of FM. I've written an article about it on Dictate the Game about how to pick better keepers, and it was based on what we were doing at Belfast Celtic, but to be honest, I've still not picked great keepers. It's more of a kind of, it's a good idea using stuff like XG against, but when your pool of keepers is already bad, there are limits to the improvements you can make there. Boyce to Robinson. Gary Gregg. McGee picks up in the middle. Back to Hill. Go on, McCallion. That'll last a while. McGee. I'm going to go back to Key. Because I can just hear my son rousing. I'm going to have to disappear in a bit. Recording as and when I can. Lunch breaks and things like that. Clears that. In Scott goes. It looked like it was going in then. It's even, but we've got the goal. That's what matters at this stage. Boyce needs to clear that out a bit further if he can. Come on, someone stop him, or he's... Oh, that's a cheeky goal, isn't it? Felt like he toe-poked it from distance, but I keep it so bad it still went in. Okay, 1-1 is fair. Trying to be kind to them, build them up a little bit. Got Bingham we can bring on for McGee or something. McGee gets less to do in that role, but Greg is much better in the other role. And O'Connor is a natural kind of target man. Oh, that's terrible. Could be looking at another loss. In it goes. $347 people turned up to watch this. Don't think we're going to be building a new stadium anytime soon. It's another one of the kind of limiting factors for us. We've got 1,000 capacity stadium. Oh, really? Rhodri Hamill gets that one in. Again, it's the goal from reasonable distance that the keeper's just not picked up on. Poor goalkeeping more than anything. Increasingly, I do think the goalkeeper is the key position to change, but it's just really hard to find anyone who's good enough to come in for this one. Let's bring on Bingham for McGee. Heron on for McCallion to give him a bit of a rest. Brown, where should we put Brown on? Brown's just going to have to stay off for this one. Started so well. We have hit that slump. It's going to take something to get us out of it. It could just be us returning to the mean. So there's this idea that overperformance and underperformance doesn't last. So eventually teams should return to the level that they're essentially meant to be at. The overperformance isn't permanent and underperformance isn't permanent either. There's a kind of leveling that happens. This returning to the mean, the average value. Maybe that's what we're doing. Maybe we are perennial relegation battlers And that's what we've got coming up. We've had a good start to the season where we've got some points in early, and the rest of it's going to be us scraping and scrapping to pick up anything extra. Heron's not very good. I don't know why I still got him. I think it's desperation. Oh, another goal. So we're losing by quite a lot as well. We're going to drop down the table because of this. Don't want to see it again. Maybe those players were too unfair. I should have made some changes. Oh, I thought it was going to be another goal then. I thought it was through. Another goal. I thought that was just done. Devlin. Some kind of consolation goal coming up. Ooh, almost. Well, Connor's always good with a long distance goal, but not in this case. Right, let's see where we are. That was pretty bad. Yeah, far from pleased. So we've dropped down to 9th now. We've basically swapped position with Coleraine. Only a point above Dungannon in 11th. And only a couple of points above Ballymena. So we could well be in this. We've got the worst form in the entire league. Shocking. We could turn it around. Maybe this is, something that will pass just as well. Maybe we did find a different level. We don't know yet. But basically, schedule-wise, plenty of games. I'll probably come back, unless we go into a cup final by chance, towards the kind of February, March time when we know whether we're going to be in a relegation battle or not, or if something else has changed. We will do some kind of statistical roundups at the end of the season when I've had a chance to do it. It's just difficult to run some of the numbers at the moment time-wise. But I'll do a kind of retrospective and look back at some of the stuff we've got. Yeah, thanks very much for watching, and I will see you later.